Shalom. This is GMS New Orleans coming at you with another live lesson, as we always do. We'll start off by giving all praise, glory, and honors to Yahweh. Double honors once again to the elders, apostles of GMS. Peace and blessings and salutations once again to the hopeful elect. All right, and to the sincere. All right, and we're gonna straight away get into the lesson. All right, mostly, dealing with World War III events or what have you. All right, because mostly the main thing is going into the prophecies, man. All right, and as you see, you got this guy, this fucking bozo, man. Really, I believe the guy is some type of crisis actor. He's some type of he already wanted to be an actor, and he's a cross dresser. But that guy is Zelensky, all right, the so-called what he is is he president. He's the president of Ukraine, man. And this guy, he's back over here, supposedly in Babylon the Great, begging for more money. All right. Ultimately, because what? Those Russians, all right, starting with Putin, things is heating up. That guy Putin is on his ass, man. All right, and he will not stop until they ultimately, really do something with this guy Zelensky, man. All right, and what it's going to do too is, as you can see, the begging is not going to stop. All right, the military equipment. All right, and ultimately, Zelensky said it. He said it a couple of months back, man. Ultimately, it's not going to stop until your sons and your daughters and your children do what? Come over there to fight that war against Russia. And anytime you have a military, a U.S. military personnel gets killed by another troop armies, what is that? That's the act of war. Same thing for any one of those nations around the region of Ukraine. All right, like if they had that little situation with Poland. If they was to go and deal with anybody within Poland that gets killed, it's an act of war. All right, everybody that's in league together, which that's what's been going on these last past 6 months. The nations of the earth are been picking sides, man. All right, through really the dumping of the dollar. Everybody that went on one side, in America and his allies been on the other side. All right, and then and to the point, if anybody touches another person's ally or whatever you call it, they're gonna have to go in that water for them, man. Now start me off with that one that I told you.
Come, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 45. It says, "Therefore, hear ye the counsel of Yahweh that he have taken against Babylon."
What? Read that again.
Come, it says, "Therefore, hear ye the counsel of Yahweh that he have taken against Babylon."
Yeah, hear ye the counsel. All right, because where is this counsel being held at? In the heavens. All right, with Yahweh Shah, the angels. All right, the demons. All right, they have a council, and this council's been standing, man. That ultimately, all right, it's against Babylon. It's not for the betterment of Babylon. All right, like you got these wacky tacky Christians, Joe Sixpack Edomites. They might say, I hope America pulls out of this. I hope we don't go to war. Well, the law is against America, man. So anything, all right, that happens, the law is for anything, all right, anything that's bad happening with this place, the law is all for it. He's not with America, but he's against it, just like us, man. All right, we hope y'all don't find anything to stop the government from closing down. We all about it, man. Let it close. And we didn't have people say, what the hell wrong with them guys, man? What the hell wrong with those Israelites wanting the government to shut down, man? Wanting this and wanting that to happen. Because the sooner that happens, the sooner we out of this goddamn place, man. That's right. But read it, Amawad, Baba Kashah.
Jeremiah 50 and 45. "Therefore hear ye the counsel of Yahweh that he have taken against Babylon."
That's right.
"And his purposes that he have purposed against the land of the Chaldeans."
Yeah, and this is the land of the Chaldeans, all right? If you know anything, the Chaldeans were heavily into what? witchcraft, man, sorcery. All right, and we can, one of you brothers can hold it on deck, Isaiah the 47th chapter. All right, but this is the new place of the Chaldeans. All right, preferably all throughout New York. All right, you got witches and warlocks there, man. That actually live there. That actually, all right, summon demons and do all sorts of sorcery, right along with California. All right, really throughout the whole America, man. Look what they did in Oklahoma. They set up a new court system, and then what they put up there, they put a statue of Lucifer out there, man. Okay, so this is what this place is all about. All right, but the thing about it, those same deities and demons that they serve and worship is not going to be able to help them out of World War III, though. Zelensky, I don't give a damn how much that guy prays to whatever goddamn God or dildo he prays to, he ain't gonna be able to help him, man. That guy there is a flaming, he's a flaming Cheeto, man. He's a flaming hot Cheeto. You can go look at the pictures of this guy. All right, he's an actress too, man. He want to be an actor. All right. So all this shit is really, we know as being the prophets, man. We know this is also a stage, a world stage that's really predicated on what? Theater war, man. These guys really drink wine and do all sorts of other shit with each other on the back end. But to the world, to the CNN world, to the NBC, CBS world, they do what? They put it on a stage for you to make you think they're really getting down and against each other. Same thing with this, what they call it? The Republicans and Democrats, man. These guys really get down with each other, man. They're not against each other. Same thing that happened in the time of the plebeians and the patricians in the ancient Roman Empire. It was all for each other. All right? And it seems to me in the last couple of months, they done found new ways to put more amusement parks, more football games, soccer games. I ain't never seen that many fucking World Cups in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, they got all these Latin tribes over here. They done got soccer the fuck out, man. Football, basketball, hockey. What else they got?
MMA
now. Boxing and didn't reach a new height.
Celebrity boxing
Now. You even got the niggas with they roll the thing on ice, and you got the niggas just trying to make the ice melt. That shit became some new shit now, man. Lacrosse, but that's what all that keeps you in that bread and circus. Meanwhile, the world is at war, man. Meanwhile, you got nations really have what they have done on a geopolitical scale of war. They didn't set submarines, warships, all right? Billion-dollar warships, and then set them around what? Saudi Arabia, all around what we call our homeland today is Israel. They're not parked over there just for their convenience, you know. They're there to do what? When all hell breaks loose, man, on the world scale, they can get strategic strikes in, man. Taking out bunkers, taking out ammo, fuel stations and shit like that. But meanwhile, like I said, you over here playing and bullshitting. But keep going, Doc. Baba Kasha. Read it again.
Khan. It says, therefore, hear ye the counsel of Yahweh that he have taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he have purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
You hear that? It says, surely, without a doubt, the least of the flock shall draw them out. All right? And you got nations, preferably, we always start off with who? Them 1948ers, the small hats, all right? Them Toucan Sams by the nose. Them motherfuckers, man. They're the ones, really, preferably the least of them that's going to draw out who? America. Because America really is spread thin throughout the world. They really don't want no smoke. They talk that shit like they want. They really don't want that smoke, man. But they're gonna get drawn out there. Right along with Ukraine ass too, man. Ukraine is a part of the least of them that's going to draw them out. So like I said, this guy, he's back over here with the green outfit on, the same green pants, same green jacket, asking for billions of dollars, man. Meanwhile, you got Americans, all right, on every major street begging in 10 cities, man. And you think we bullshitting? Go look at Skid Row in California. Go look at Philadelphia, man.
Atlanta.
New York. Look at down here in New Orleans, man. We go on Earhart Street, you see nothing but, I'm talking about tents, people homeless. And really, like we always say this before, if they didn't have what we know as these food banks, these YMCAs, these shelters, this place would really look like the Great Depression. Okay, let's not get it twisted. If they didn't have those things set up in these major cities to put on a illusion to you, like everything is okay, because people, and pull it up for me too, Amawad. I think just this month alone, over 72,600 people been evicted in the city of Atlanta, man. Just in the city of Atlanta alone. All right. And it shows you we in a fast pace of the Great Depression, the new Great Depression. And then what happened with the Depression? What came about? A draft. And we tell you that all the time. A lot of you women, all right, you're gonna get drafted into World War III. A lot of you men are gonna get drafted, man. All right. A lot of you switch hitters, you transformers, all right, you Decepticons out there, you're gonna get your ass drafted, man. You, your skirt, your wig, whatever the fuck you gonna get, you don't care, they're gonna put you out there, man. All right, you're gonna go right over there and fight against the bear, man. All right, but going back and saying that the least of them should draw them out, and we're seeing that happen on the world stage, man. What it says, I'm a while before I move on back to the lesson, but I had to put that point out there, man, because we back up what we say. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sharing it if you want to.
Oh, okay. I ain't see it. Let me see.
I got some info for you too.
All right, we'll get that right after that. Let me see. I'm looking for it on the thing. It's a video?
No, it's just an article. It says over 72,000 evictions in Atlanta metro area within 7 months of 2023.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's big time news, man. So if that's happening just there alone, how much more here in New Orleans? How much more in Texas? How much more in Kentucky, Kansas? You know, also, what it is, Arkansas, Memphis,
New York,
man. See what you fail to realize out there, you know. I just seen a damn scoffer on the comment board talking shit. But you fail to realize while you playing, things is happening in the spirit, man. All right, while you playing, America, Babylon the Great is foreclosing. It's closing out, man. Okay. You had anything? Oh, that was it.
That's it.
Well, yeah. Con.
Don't forget them immigrants too, brother. That's crossing the border.
Yo, that's another thing. They've been bringing all these damn, these what do you call them?
Migrants.
They've been bringing these northern kingdoms in here, busting them in. They've been Ukrainian people. They've been bringing them in. So Lord knows what the hell they doing.
And the Chinese.
And they've been bringing in a bunch of Moabites. So who knows, man? We got some information the other day. Some shit supposed to be going on in October the 4th, and I hope it happens, man. To tell you the truth, whatever they do with that graph and the Dauphine, I'm trying to speak in code. Whatever they do with that, let them do it, man. The hell with it. Hope you people bug out. Hope you people be like on a movie Cell, But go ahead, Doc.
It says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them.
Yeah, and that's the ultimate goal of the Yahweh Shai, to make the inhabitants of them desolate. And it's going to happen, all right, via the ICBM nuclear missiles, man, touching down in Babylon the Great, from sea to sea, from state to state, man, from coast to coast. That's what's going to happen. That's the fate of America. Since you want to know about having your retirement, okay, you retire with your 401k, your Roth IRA, with your Bitcoin, with your crypto. Well, you ain't gonna have a chance to even see none of that shit, man. That's why we tell a lot of you old heads, man. You tired. It's time to retire. Retire. You better get it. Better get a piece of that little corner of that crumb, man, and enjoy yourself. Because hey, who knows what's going to happen in the next couple of days, the next couple of months? Well, we can tell you all hell's going to break loose, man. All right. But go ahead, Al.
Yes. Saying the next verse. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved.
Yeah, at the noise, you hear that? At the noise of the taking of Babylon, what else?
The earth is moved.
You hear that? The earth is moved. Because what's going to cause the earth to move, man? Is it a bunch of two men in a mover? Is it them? All right, it is some niggas you hire from U-Haul, and they come up with the truck and shit, jump out, sweaty hands, and putting on. No, the missile's gonna cause this place to move, man, to reel to and fro like a drunkard, as the scripture says. This was gonna shake the world to the core, man. All right, go ahead. That was it, brother.
Go on.
Yeah, go ahead, Ryan.
Just to back up the Lease of the Flock, how you mentioned, the 1948ers as well as the Ukrainians, because Zelensky and a lot of them over there are Amalekites. And look at what's transpired because of this situation in Ukraine. Everybody's starting to build up their nuclear arsenals and mobilize them, getting ready to start shooting missiles at each other. But this is a...
God, I want to say something. Man, if you really go look at this shit, and I mean truly go look, just in this month alone, it's been more nuclear missiles, all right, put on the active stage than there ever was in history, man. They've been taken off the shelf, all right, and move into war position. This has never happened in the world. Okay? So you guys that play and say, oh, the Bible is fake. Well, hey, last time I checked, you looking at shit, man. A prophet look into things. Guess what? The scriptures tell you that the river Euphrates was going to dry up. It's dry now, man. You think it's dry because it's been hot? No. It's been dry so the Lord can get those. We're going to get that too, man. In Joel.
I got it. I'm holding it.
Okay. We're going to come to that, man. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, even the Pope came out and said, hey, the world stands on the brink of nuclear destruction, and we ain't been this close to it since the Cuban Missile Crisis. But this is an excerpt from an article on the economiccollapseblog.com. Just remember, the least of the flock shall draw them out. Think of those Ukrainians too. A lot of Americans refuse to believe that this conflict, speaking of the war in Ukraine, will ever spill outside of the borders of Ukraine. But the truth is that it already has. In fact, CNN is reporting that the Ukrainians just conducted drone strikes against a Wagner-backed militia near Sudan's capital, and Sudan is in East Africa.
They had an article came out that said most of the soldiers in Ukraine, they're really dead, man. They had blogs, and it was like they really don't have no manpower, man. They putting untrained soldiers on the line, people that been in, just had they ain't even get no military training. So most of them people out there in Ukraine, it's just a mirage of what's going on, man. Go ahead,
They're starting to call the women too. They're saying any woman that's got any kind of medical knowledge, hey, we're throwing you in the military. And also Ukraine is sent.
We got some shit that just happened. We got some shit that really just happened. But go ahead, we're gonna get it right here. It just happened
6 minutes ago.
6 minutes ago. But go ahead.
And Ukraine just sent out a call to nations like Germany and Poland and other Western European nations saying, look, if you have any male Ukrainian refugees, we're considering them deserters. Send them back to Ukraine so we can throw them in the army to fight. So, hey, Ukrainians on the back foot, and Biden's talking about sending them another $24 billion, which we don't have. Ain't we $33 trillion in debt? So, hey, this whole thing is about to collapse.
Ammunition either. America don't have no backup ammunition to give them, man. But you got it, brother.
Ukrainians.
They really buying crack pipes, man. They buying crack pipes, man. Them motherfuckers them goddamn Ukrainians. And they buying a bunch of crack pipes for goddamn what the son name?
Hunter Biden.
Hunter Biden, man. This is a stockpile of crack pipes, man. Go ahead,
Yeah.
man.
Pizzas.
But this is what just happened 6 minutes ago. You can read it out. The headline and where it's from.
Yeah, this come from Newsweek. It reads, it says US and Russia put boots on ground in the same country. It says the United States and Russia both had troops stationed in Armenia this week as neighboring, I don't know how to say that.
Azerbaijan
launched a major military offensive in the ethnic Armenian-controlled territory of I don't know how to say that one, bro.
Nagorno-Karabakh. That's some long shit, man.
One of them countries, bro. It says a U.S. military spokesman said Wednesday that our American troops will complete a joint military exercise as planned with the Armenian forces in the country, which houses Russian military base that was set up following the interstate agreement between Moscow and Yerevan in 1995.
And who knows what's going to happen, man? All right. And that's just the times that we're in. All right. Like the scripture says, there's a season for everything, man. And there's a time for everything. And we are definitely in that time of war. Got something?
I just wanted to say this. They started the exercise on September 11th. And you know they have them elites like to start shit on them specific dates, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Let me see what time this is on.
Yeah, that's it on it.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I got the brother hole in the other scripture, but y'all got something before that? Before I get to the one with Kaya?
Just a little bit more from this article. Ukrainian special services were likely behind a series of drone strikes and a ground operation directed against a Wagner, which is the Russian mercenary group, backed militia near Sudan's capital, a CNN investigation found, raising the prospect that the fallout from Russia's invasion of Ukraine has spread far from the front lines. Hey, the least of the flock shall draw them out.
Yeah. Because I had this one too. Because this is the ultimate goal, all right, through all the war that's going to be waged, all right, these nations have one goal and one goal in mind. Just like the Most High, that's to actually do this. This is Revelation 17:16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. All right, and they're beginning to hate the whore now, man. All right, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. So how they gonna burn? How these nations are gonna burn America? Ultimately with the ICBM nuclear missile. All right, we tell you all the time. All right, America's gonna meet the same fate as actually Sodom and Gomorrah, man. All right, those missiles that you hear about on the television, those missiles that you know about since a little kid, a child, those missiles are perfectly set to be what? Used. You can't get rid of a missile unless you detonate it. They're not there just to look pretty. They're not there to just keep having some guy that works for the organization spit, shine, and wax it all goddamn day. No, they're used. Them things are used to wipe out nations, man, kingdoms, right? To actually dissolve a microwave people, man, and they're gonna be used. Thus said the Lord. The Lord put them here for that. Okay. So nations and people can meet their fate. Ultimately, man. And to usher in a new actually what they say, actually introduce to the world a new sheriff in town, man, which his name is Howard Shai. Right along with the precious elect, the new landlords of the world, man, which they never changed. All right. But go ahead. Y'all break y'all whatever y'all got before I give it to y'all to get the other thing. Okay.
I got
Anybody
some.
got something?
Kind.
Done, I got one.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm tripping. Go ahead, Ryan.
Kind of just some more information on that article since you just brought up, the use of nukes. We got Ukraine and Russia and Europe, but lest we forget China. China's going to get in on the action too, and you got that whole them doing more and more drills around Taiwan. Getting ready to handle business there. But this is from that same article. And we continue to hear more rumors that China is rapidly preparing for a military conflict with the United States. Just check out what Gordon Chang told Fox News on Monday. Gatestone Institute senior fellow and China expert Gordon Chang has issued a dire warning about the inevitability of a nuclear exchange with China as tensions remain inflated on the world stage and the U.S. prepares for war. We're much closer to a nuclear exchange than Americans think, Chang said on Fox Business's Morning with Maria on Monday. China is preparing to go to war. China is surveying the United States for nuclear weapons strikes, so we've got to realize the gravity of this. The problems inside the Chinese regime right now indicate that Xi Jinping, their president, in the rocket force, which controls almost all of China's nuclear weapons, he's now installing officers who will obey his orders to push the button when he gives it.
That's in the scripture too, which we'll get it up there in Ezekiel, man.
Ezekiel 38.
Yeah.
I'm holding that.
Bring it out real fast.
It's Ezekiel 38:10, and it reads, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought."
Yeah, an evil thought is what? Bringing forth the destruction. All right? Pushing that button, man. All right? Doing exactly what the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shah, puts on the minds of the kings in the different hosts of the world, man, to burn this whore.
That's right.
All right? And I got it right here, too. I got a good one right here, too, real fast. This is Revelations 18:7. It says, how much, well, I'm going to go to 6. Well, I'm going to go to 5. It says, for her sins have reached unto the heaven, and the Most High has remembered her iniquity. Reward her as she has rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works, and the cup which thou hast filled, fill unto her double. All right? How much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she has said in her heart, I sit a queen, and I am no widow. And it says, and she shall see no sorrow. But you see, I mean, America, this whole thing, she thinks she sits a queen, man, and she's seen never seen no widow. Nobody really have ever brought it to America, man. But you see the mindsets, what this brother's reading from the article, the mindset now of those nations is to bring it to America, on American soil, man. All right? Come. Let me read a little bit more. It says, therefore shall the plagues come in one day, death, mourning, famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh who judged her. And that's ultimately the goal. The nations got it now in their mind to bring it to this whore, man. All right? And they're going to bring it in such a big way, like their brother just read, pushing that button. They getting, and you seen that, what that was a month or two ago? You seen now with Vladimir Putin. This guy got the suitcase boys running around behind him. And them niggas break out, spread out, but you don't know who got the key and the real buttons and shit, man. And that nigga might do some shit like this with that little big head he got. Hit that button, man. Get the shit cracking. And them niggas, man, you know a nigga bad when niggas just run around with rubber with black gloves on all goddamn day, man. Black leather gloves on. Nigga ready to hit that button. Open that big ass briefcase, turn them keys, and push them buttons. Look at him. Look at that nigga, man. That nigga ready. He ready, man. He ready. You know? Well, go ahead, read that out.
Yeah, this
Let me give it to that brother up there so we get the other part.
This back in Ezekiel 38 and 11, and it reads, "And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages."
Yeah, and America is what? The land of unwalled villages, man. All right. This is not America. America is not like old times, man. In ancient Roman Empire, you had barracks, forts, garrisons, and walls set up. All right, with watchtowers and shit. All right. Now, in this Babylon the Great, you can literally get a boat and go from Cuba to here. You know, if you don't get caught by the what they call them,
Border Patrol,
Homeland Security, and the Coast Guard, you can just come ashore and walk right to goddamn Popeyes, man. All right, you can just walk across the street because it's an unwalled village, and that's gonna make it much more easy for what those missiles to leap over here. All right, there's nobody guarding them. It's not like that, you know. California don't have walls around it. All right. New York don't have walls around it and shit, man. You can literally, and they got parts of what it is, Alaska. Yeah. You can literally stand on Alaska at the shore of Alaska and look over and see Russia, man. You can go look that up. Okay? That's just how this. Read that again though.
Come on. Back in verse 11 it says, "And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
Come on.
I will go to them that are at rest and dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates."
That's America, man. Go ahead.
Verse 12, "To take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods, that dwell in the midst of the land."
Come on. All right. But that was it, right?
Yeah, that's it on that.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bayan. I'm gonna give it to Kaya. I know you had one after that, brother.
Con. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 9. It says, "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken."
And they go the word against again. All right. And the Lord has put it on these nations' minds to be against America, man. All right. They're against America. These nations really, what you're gonna see too, is gonna happen on a large scale. We bring it out all the time on the blocks and the highways and byways, and the apostles goes into it. All right. All America's allies, including NATO, including the mother of America, is gonna turn against America, man.
That's in verse 12.
Come.
Same chapter here right now.
Huh. Yeah, get it.
I'm gonna read down to it. I just go straight to it.
Read down to it. You know, because this the whore, the mother of America, which is Britain, this whore is gonna shoot missiles on her own child, man. on this whore, man. She's gonna burn it too. All right. You can see it. You can see how these nations are ones that was once allies with this whore is gonna turn against her. All right. Go ahead, keep reading.
It says, "And they shall set themselves in array against her."
Go up to Shalaki. Go up to 10 and come down.
10 and go down?
Yeah,
okay.
Go up to 10 and then come down to the 14 and 15 where you was at.
No, I started at 9.
Oh, you was at 9?
Yeah, I was at 9.
Oh, well, go ahead 9 again. Yeah, read 9 again. Baba Gashah.
Come. This is Jeremiah 50 and 9. It says, "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country."
And who's that assembly of nations from the north country? Ultimately, Russia, man.
Right.
All right. Go ahead.
It says, "And they shall set themselves in array against her. from thence she shall be taken.
Yeah, she shall be taken. Go ahead.
Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None
And
shall
what a-
return in vain.
All right, for those who don't know, man, who just tuning in, all right, and you can go do this. It don't even take that much, man, because anybody with common sense can see this, man. Because the prophets and teachers back then, there was only, all right, it was only revealing what they saw through different trances, prophecies and dreams and stuff like that they was having. So the nearest thing to describing a missile back then was what? An arrow. And guess what? In some cases, when you look at the different arrows from different countries, they look like the missiles. I mean to say, they look like arrows, man. Some of them have the nice point on them, and they have the what they call them, fins.
Yeah,
The little fins by the rocket boosters, man, and they look like an arrow. It look like a medieval arrow, man. Okay. You might have to get some pictures of that, you know. But sometimes you gotta show Jake. For the ones that don't know, you gotta break it down for Jake, man. You know, a lot of times Jake need pictures, you know, to really bring them into remembrance in their minds. You know, this one right here. You know, if you can see it, man. Look at that. All right. Yeah, that's another one. Let me go back. Look at that one. That's giving you the whole breakdown on it, man. The anatomy of a missile. All right.
If I could read this real quick.
Go ahead.
There's an article that says Times of Israel. Oh, that's that's it right there. It says U.S. and Israel announce work on new Arrow 4 air defense system amid Iran tensions. They got missiles named arrows.
Come on, man. They got missiles named arrows. Get the scripture and get the actual missile. They got one missile called the sickle, man, which lines up with the Bible.
That's a very different note.
And he go a lot, man. Satan 1, Satan 2, Satan 3, the nations. All right.
I got the preset for you.
Done.
You
Get the missile called the sickle. It's an actual missile called the sickle, man. Which lines up. They got another missile. We can pull it in scripture. They got one missile that they made in mid-air. It can go like a snake. It can actually dodge missile defense systems and shit. And look like a snake actually in the air moving, man. Right? And the Lord called it the fiery serpent. Now that's the sickle.
Con.
Yeah, that's the actual what you're looking at down there, the brother is the actual missile called the sickle, which lines up with Bible prophecy, man. And these guys, they just naming fucking missiles. They ain't reading the Bible and they just doing it, you know, the most I put it on their minds to do it, man.
And it's a Russian design missile.
And it's a Russian design missile called the sickle. They got another one called, I always go into it, called the nations, because they can use this one missile to destroy. All right, you drop this one missile in the middle of America, it can destroy the whole America. One missile alone, man. Come down with it a little bit. Yeah, there you go. The RX-2 PM. Can't see
Topol.
that. Topol, which is nicknamed the sickle. Now get the scripture that goes into it.
Con. This is Revelation chapter 14. I'm going to start at 18. And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe.
Yeah, it's time. All right. And that sharp sickle is what? That missile. It's going to be thrust. It's going to be thrust into this whore, man. And it was going to burn her. All right. Go. You got a little more?
Con. Not verse 19. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High.
Yeah. It's preferably you people. You people gonna be stomped the fuck out, man. All right, all you wicked people that's gonna be left over here to burn and melt. All right, it's gonna be harvest season, man, and that's what the Most High gonna do. Okay, go ahead, Kaya.
Just one more verse.
Yeah, one more verse. Go ahead.
Con. That one you always like going into. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse's bridle.
Right, because when you go, Salaki, when you go to Isaiah 63rd chapter, all right, Yahweh nearly breaks it down. Who are part of the winepress? Preferably Edom. All right, you Edomites and you nations are part of the winepress that's gonna get stomped out, man, by him, by the missiles. All right, and this is what's gonna happen. You know, it's some things be broken down parabolically in the allegory, but we're telling you flat out what it is, man. Okay? These missiles are going to be used on this whore. We just went through a bunch of pictures, a bunch of breakdowns of the missile for you, and this is how it's going to go down on the world stage. Go ahead, Doc.
God. And the blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse's bridle, by the space.
That's how much debt. That's how much debt is going to be taking place over here, man. Right? And we go into it through Bible Hub and another app.
I got it.
Right? It breaks down. It breaks down to you, and you might have to read it one more time again, brother, real slow, because it breaks down to you the type of time we on, man. This is the part of the nastiness of the scriptures, man. All right. Go ahead, brother. Read it again, and then go into it.
Khan, you got the translation, Amawad?
NLT, Khan. I got it.
Khan. This is Revelation 14:20. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horses' bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs.
Khan, this the NLT. A furlong is like 600 feet. It says NLT. The grapes were trampled in the winepress outside the city, and blood flowed from the winepress in a stream about 180 miles long and as high as a horse's bridle.
Right, and they got one that goes more in depth. It tell you it's about the blood. The blood is gonna be 5 feet deep. You know, somebody give me that. It's on Bible Hub. I know it's on Bible Hub for sure. All right. That particular verse. The scripture nearly breaks it down, man.
I think I got it.
Come.
The Good News translation. The grapes were squeezed out in the winepress outside the city, and blood came out of the winepress in a flood 200 miles long and about 5 feet deep.
Yeah, that's a lot, man. All right, that's a lot. Could you imagine that? But that's how it's gonna go down, though, man. You people are gonna get slaughtered. The ones of you that's gonna be left, you know, and like the Lord says in the book of Ezekiel, a lot of you 2/3 are gonna be left over here to be melted, man, to be burned. All right, but go ahead, Kaya, get that Joel. I don't know where you want to start at. You can probably start at around 15.
We'll probably start at about 11. Because we're going into them assembling themselves.
All right, that's cool.
And you got world leaders meeting around the globe, man. Ditching the US dollar. Go ahead, you got it.
I forgot. Rocket Man went to Russia too, man.
Yeah.
Rocket, that never happened. That guy's father never went outside of North Korea at all. This guy.
I got it right here. I got the article right here. That's why I said that. You got, right, you look in the Guardian, right, from September 17th, it says Kim Jong-un returns home after Russia trip, underscoring ties with Putin. And these world leaders is meeting, all right, to eat the flesh of the whore, like the brother read earlier, okay, to burn up with fire. All right, they coming together. First of all, they breaking the financial system down, which that's the way you actually take a nation. You take the power of the dollar or the infrastructure in which they sell, buy, and trade. And technically, you have defeated that nation, man. All right, they can't import. America already is an export. They don't import anything. You just don't do any trades and deals with them. And you technically what? You cut off their supply, man. But they're doing more than that. All the nations, 20 to 30 different countries and world leaders have ditched the dollar completely. All right, no, gone. It's just gone. You got G summit meetings. They're meeting up to get at this whore, man. But this is Joel 3. I'm gonna start at 11. I'm gonna start at 10. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves.
You seeing that?
Come.
You're seeing the weaker nations saying that they are strong now, man. Preferably, all right. Number one on the list is who? Iran.
Yep, they just going with them.
Huh?
You got it.
Yeah, Iran was once considered a weak nation. Now, what didn't happen over the last 10 years? All right, they didn't assemble themselves into what? A nation that has nuclear capabilities, like we go into. They were given arms by who? Russia. AK-47s. They've been given certain vehicles. And ultimately, the crowning jewel, what they've been given is uranium rods.
That's right.
Which is the main component into what? Assembling a nuclear missile, man. Okay? But go ahead.
Something just happened with Iran. Damn. Something just recently happened. We put the article in the WhatsApp, man. It was something that happened, Salaki. A couple of days ago. I can't remember, Salaki. This 12, it says, let the heathen, Salaki 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh Shabbat. You want to say something?
Yeah, valley of decisions, man. Which is the ultimate decisions are going to be made in World War III, man. All right? And like I say, this thing is not going to be long. It's going to be ground wars. It's going to be wars fought in the heavens. It's going to be wars fought on the sea. Ultimately, those wars are going to be so quick to where nations are going to come to the conclusion, man, hit the fucking missile, man. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of him. Hit it. And everybody's going to go into, what is it called?
DEFCON 3.
DEFCON 3. Instantly. Alarms and towers are going to be going to sound, man. These nations ain't going to, and even with this whore, because this one thing they're going to find out, this whore America ain't going to fight fair. She going to break out all the big toys, all the futuristic weapons and shit is going to be used. The technologies that they've been planning for the last 40 years is going to be used. Like I say, a lot of you bozos over here that goes in try to talk about Ukraine and how you, according to you, through the media, you believe that Russia getting their ass busted by Ukraine, but they busted their ass with damn near what military equipment that's like
it's outdated.
It's outdated. They busting their ass. They ain't brought out. Like I said, I can go into some of the big toys they got, man. You got tanks that can go up to 50, 60 miles an hour. That has what they call it, stealth capabilities and shit, man. Them Russians ain't no pushover. That's why you can tell they're not a pushover based on the simple fact how America is hesitant to go fuck with them, man. They ready. That bear has been roused up, man. And that bear is ready to get down on something, man. That's why you see them jacking them damn Ukrainians up, man. And they got a Ukrainian that made me mad in the last couple of weeks. That's why, man, hold on. You know me, brother. The hell with you goddamn Ukrainians, man. You know, but go ahead, brother. I get brought up. I thought about his ass, man. Go ahead.
You got Russia as that bell. He's a guard unto these other nations too, man. He's getting those nations to line up with him to come against the whore, man. These nations gonna turn against the allies gonna turn against them, and they're gonna end up eating our flesh. This back in 12, let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Yeah, all the heathen, all nations that have armies, all nations that have nuclear capabilities are going to be fighting in this war. All right, even some of you, you know, your cousins, your uncles, all right, your little nephews and shit. A lot of you gonna get drafted, man, and sent over there to fight in this third world war, man. A lot of you women are gonna get put out there. All right, and it's gonna look like when they went over there to World War II, man. When they went over there, all you women got put in these sweatshops to make bullets, tourniquets, you know, equipment, you know,
canned foods.
Yeah, all that shit, man. It's gonna look like that again. Okay, keep going out.
It says, "Put ye in the sickle," like in that Revelation you read. For the harvest is right.
The time is right, man, and we are in the right times. We're in the right season for what? War. This is a time like no other. This is one of the most spiritual and the most demonic times they ever been, man, on the planet Earth. All right. And I'm gonna say it again. This is one of the most spiritual and one of the most demonic times they ever been on the planet Earth. You got the prophets, the teachers are back, the elect being woken and sealed. All right, and you got the different magi's and you got the different witches. They're doing what? They're sending demons and spirits over here to seduce the people. All right, to basically get answers from who? Satan. On the next plans of World War III. So we're in some beautiful times, man. All right? Because that's ultimately what we're going to go back to the Isaiah. I ain't forget about it, but Isaiah 47. That's who these nations, the Zelensky, Putin, all right? What's his name? Sleepy Joe, whenever he ain't falling asleep, they go talk to Satan, man. All right? All right, what the other guy over there, Benjamin Netanyahu, whatever the fuck his name is. B. Ping, that guy, Rocket Man, all them niggas go talk to Satan, man. What should I do? And Satan the whole time, the Most High told Satan what to tell them niggas, man. It's time. Go to war. Get your armies together. Get your house in order. Push the button. All right? And that's the times we in. We in time of war, man. And I'm gonna say this too. A lot of you boys and girls are gonna get sent over there to that third world war. You ain't coming back. We tell you on the block all the time. In uniform. That's how bold we are. We didn't told niggas in the uniform. Nigga come out there, the pretty outfit on, the white. Nigga, you gonna go over there and die. Straight up. You gonna go over there and just not come back, man. We tell you that. If you sincere, if you a Jake, get the hell out of the goddamn army, man. You got niggas just going to sign up yesterday. Nigga there putting the thing on your heart, measuring your black ass, turn around. Bend over. Cough. You going over to fight the angels and shit, man. Fight the Most High. Fight Yahweh Shai, man. Niggas is crazy. Well, say, son, I get $20,000. Nigga, that's all you get a year. That ain't enough to get zapped by a goddamn chariot, man. Or some Russian put one of them jack boots in your ass, because that's what they wear. They wear them jack boots, man. With them thick ridges. All right? Go ahead, brother.
Real.
Niggas crazy, man. Go ahead.
That's 16 and 34 says, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed.
What happened?
In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed.
So in the wars, ultimately World War III, what's for the bridegrooms, because that's what a lot of you niggas do, man. Even when you niggas go to jail, you want to marry that goddamn woman that you've been playing games with the whole time.
Come on.
Baby, I love you. Either the nigga go to jail, he want to do it, he go to the army, or he go to goddamn prison. We go to prison and shit. He want to get married all of a sudden, become a bridegroom. You know?
Let me jump up one.
Baby, I love you. You give that dry kiss, cause you ain't put no Carmex on your goddamn lips, man. Go ahead, brother.
I'm gonna jump up when it says, verse 33, the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegroom.
Yeah, go ahead.
the woman shall mourn having no husband.
Oh man, Miss Hot Girl Summer is what?
Says
She mourning.
Yeah, mourning.
The hot girl, you gonna mourn. You ain't gonna have no man. You ain't gonna have no protector, because that's what ultimately it is. If you a woman, a real woman, and you ain't got really, if you ain't got a man of law, you through.
Finish.
All right. Because what is a man to a woman? Ultimately, first out the gate, he's a protector. When all hell breaks loose in this society, if you ain't got a protector, a man, a real man is gonna stand up and you know, die for his family, his possession his woman, you through, man. And a man that's covered by your Yahweh Shem Shah, you are out the gate, you done. Go ahead,
It says their daughters shall mourn having no helpers.
No helpers.
In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed.
In the wars, these men gonna be destroyed, man. A lot of niggas gonna get hit with tanks, rolled over by tanks. A lot of you gonna get hit with that. Boy, you gonna get hit with some shit, man. 7.62 by 39, man. All right. A lot of you niggas gonna just get. Hey, man, we a couple of weeks ago we watched a video of them getting in the Blickathon over there in Ukraine, and the nigga did one of these and threw it in the hole. And it was a red Christmas. All right. But a lot of men gonna get destroyed that way, man. A lot of you women, you rough and tough women that go join the army, you go get that bad weave, that Yankee #3 blind weave to put that helmet on and strap it up. A lot of you gonna get destroyed over there, man. Them goddamn Afghans ain't gonna play with you niggas, man.
Oh.
And what happened last time when you thought when the C-19 broke out and y'all thought y'all were gonna go to war? You had niggas all over Instagram, all over the TikTok world, scared in your boots. Oh, I gotta go to World War III. Niggas making videos crying.
Yeah, he was crying.
You niggas, a lot of you already know, man, what's gonna happen. You get put on that battlefield, man. And like I said, a lot of you gonna get drafted. A lot of you niggas that are right in the prison system, you wanna get out early? Yeah. Come join the army. Go fight over there. They're gonna put you on the front lines, man. A lot of you niggas in these hoods, all right, with the Ithaca draws on, you bored out your mind. The PlayStation 5 controller ran out. They're gonna draft you niggas, man. Come over here, Tyrone. You know, come fight. You niggas gonna get put on the front lines. See what's gonna happen. That Call of Duty world gonna go from playing the game. You don't feel nothing. When you getting shot all them times on Call of Duty, you don't feel shit. God. You throwing a little shit, shooting the knives, you don't feel shit. But when you get your black ass drafted, you gonna feel some shit. Heat, concussion, sand, boots in your ass. You niggas don't, man. The Most High gonna get a lot of you niggas, man. A lot of the payback and the wrath of the Most High gonna be paid when you niggas get drafted. When next time you wake up, they gonna be putting that door down on that big ass plane, and it's gonna be on, man. You on a one-way ticket. Go ahead, brother.
A little bit left and said.
I get on them niggas' ass, bro. Niggas is wicked, man. We've all for, hey man, the prophets, the men of GMS, we all for you niggas being destroyed, man.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
It says, and their husbands shall perish of famine.
And your husband's gonna perish of famine. Niggas gonna die, ain't eating in weeks. Niggas gonna look like I always say, niggas gonna look like South Africans, man. Them two flies fighting around your eyeballs and shit. Skinny arms and big bellies. And your head gonna get like, hey, you know the inside joke, your head gonna get big like that nigga we know. You know what I'm talking about? Your brother know what I'm talking about.
God.
Gonna look like the brother Nahoya. And I see him on the line, he gonna look like his twin. Hey man, nigga throw the game side. You know, that's the inside joke, you know? But how you niggas gonna look? You niggas gonna, hey, a lot of your husbands and men, your side pieces, niggas gonna die over there, man, in Saudi Arabia, around that region or whatever you're gonna get shipped to, man. Niggas gonna die, man, and they ain't coming back. There's gonna be no, 7-gun salute? What it go? How many?
21-gun salute.
21-gun salute. The flag shits. Rolling that bitch up. Giving it to your mom ain't gonna get none of that shit, man. You niggas ain't gonna get no iron pine box. You in there with your shit on. Nah, some of you niggas gonna just get blown to pieces, man. Over there. Your mama, she might just get that call. Miss Jones, sorry to tell you, your husband is coming. Your husband ain't coming back. He's gone. Oh Lord! They ain't gonna hang up the phone, man. You know. Well, hey man, but a lot of you gonna face reality though, man. Go ahead, Kyle. You still reading?
Yeah, this back in Joel 3:13. And the most and what the brother saying is it's biblical prophecy. He not pulling this out his ass, so it ain't in the window. All right, like it's not something he just woke up and started saying because he pressed play on the camera, got it on StreamYard, man. This is Bible, biblical prophecy. Going back to John the Revelator in Revelation, in the book of Revelation, he said a second war has passed and a third coming quickly. It has to be a war. This is inevitable. They tell you in the book of Ecclesiastes that there's a time of peace and there's a time of war. We're in the time of war. That's it. All right. So this ain't what he's saying. It's going to surely come to pass. But this 13, it says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. It's time.
Hey, real quick, jump to 2 and read 20 for me. To back up what I'm saying, man. When we tell you that you on a one-way trip when you get drafted, all right, you on a one-way trip to not come back. All right? You're not gonna come back to the shores of America and give war stories and shit like that, man. A lot of you just making a one-way trip. Read that 20 real fast and jump to what you was reading to prove my
This
point.
Joel 2:20. It says, but I will remove all from you the northern army, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate.
The Northern Army deals with the U.S. Army, man, all branches. Okay, the Lord said He's going to drive them to a what?
To a land barren and desolate.
That land that's barren and desolate has to do with preferably Saudi Arabia or the region of Saudi Arabia, man. Okay. Keep going.
With his face towards the EC.
EC is the Persian Gulf, man. The EC has to deal with the Persian Gulf. All right. The EC, when you coming from the west going to the east, their faces or the direction they're gonna be going is the EC, which is the river. It's called the Persian Gulf right there. And what it says?
And his hinder part towards the utmost sea.
Meaning his back is gonna be towards what sea? All right. That
Right.
sea towards his back is the Red Sea, man. And that region that he's sitting smack dab in the middle of for World War III is going to be what? Saudi Arabia, man. That's how we can put, all right, prophecies right along with geographical areas, man. All right? And you can look at that. Okay, what it says?
And his stank shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he had done great things.
Right, and that deals with what? Your rotted flesh, all right, of you different troops, you different army soldiers, man. Your ill savior, all right, your stink, all right. You gonna a lot of you niggas gonna be expired, man. All right, you're gonna be expired like some old milk. Okay, and it ain't gonna be pretty. It ain't gonna be a pretty sight. So much the Lord tell you in Ezekiel that He gonna make a covenant with the beasts and the fowls of the heaven to eat your flesh up, man. All right. Start eating these different soldiers, man, to clean the earth. You know? Yeah, I know it sounds rough, it sounds rugged and hard, but it is what it is. We're reading biblical prophecy that's going to happen, man. It's going to go down like that. The Northern Army, the troops are not going to make it. You're gonna die in war. All right, or however it happens to you, you're gonna die. You're gonna be left over there, man. Yeah, right. Not just you, but other troops too. And then you got other armies that think when everything is said and done, missiles are shot and fired and detonated. They believe in their minds, Russia, China, that they're gonna be the next world superpower, which is not gonna be true. The next world superpower is the Israelites, man. All right, preferably starting with the elect. We're gonna be the next world superpowers. It's gonna be put in power by the Most High Himself, his son himself. And we're going to clean the earth again, man. And we're going to set up, like I always go into, we're going to set up a beacon of righteousness. And we're going to make you nations fix what you destroyed, preferably you Edomites. All right, like we go into, but before all that happens, World War III is a must. In order to make peace in the earth, war must happen, man.
That's right.
Anytime you want peace, war has to happen. Okay, give me what y'all got.
I got.
You got some more though, right?
Yeah, I got 2 more verses. Let me bring this one out to you. This is Revelation 19 and 17. It says, and I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of our great power, that ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great. You got it?
Right. So all those guys that's powering tanks, Humvees, fighter planes, destroyers, all those guys, you know, they're gonna be left, their carcasses, their bodies gonna be left for the fowls of the heaven, all right, and beasts of the earth to eat, man, to clean up. That's why the scripture tell you in Ezekiel that the Lord go straightway when these things happen, and the elect is set up in their rightful place, that continuous employment is going to be set up on earth, man. It's going to be no need for the department of what it is, unemployment department. Like in America, they got the unemployment. Nigga get laid off and shit. You gotta go fill out some papers and shit. We're gonna set up continuous employment for you nations, man. We're gonna go around after World War III and pick up the bones, the pelvis, the skulls of men, kings, different rulers and nobles that was once set up as powers, man. You're gonna clean them niggas. Whatever left over of them, you know, niggas' shoes and boots, arms, you know, dust. Yeah, you're gonna sweep a nigga up, just get a big, you know, destroy a nigga away, man. But that's what's gonna happen, you know. And this sounds wrong, but it has to be said. You know, that's sometimes the nastiness of the scriptures has to come out, man. In order to know the truth, you gotta go into things like this. All right, you gotta visualize things like this happening, man, because they're gonna happen. You know. Yes, sir.
Let me read them last 2 verses.
Okay, go ahead. Read the last 2. Okay,
but that's just to add to what you were saying about that great supper, that flesh, because even these other nations, like he said, they believe that when America go down, all right, that they gonna come in power, man. But it's not gonna be so. Yahweh Shah coming up to eat their flesh with the shark, with them getting hit with them laser beams. All right, they flesh getting their ass eat too, man. All right, you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say too. Don't forget, Bayan. We're gonna go back to you too. I ain't forgot. Go back to that 50. But go ahead,
Joel 3 and 13, it says, put ye in a sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the vats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decisions.
Yeah, the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decisions. And we're seeing that great day approaching. Aside from, all right, the MOBT being declared, aside from martial law and these other things happening, the great day of the Lord is approaching. The great day of that war and the valley of decisions is we see it. It's very present. It have basically across the threshold of the door, man. Yeah. It's here. All right. Now, we got Bayan. You got yours out the way. You got some, Kabar? All right. Go ahead, Bayan. We're gonna go back to you, and then we're gonna start winding down, man.
Okay. You want me to start back from 9 or?
Just get to hell with it. Just get to the point. Get 12, 14, down to 15. We'll just jump there.
Okay. This is Jeremiah 50 and 12. It says, your mother shall be sore confounded, She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert.
Yeah, that goes into what I was saying earlier, that the mother of America, which is Britain, America comes out of Britain. All right. When you do research to find it out, you first have to go into something called the East Indian Company. All right, which that was what America was established through, the East Indian Company, which is dealing with Britain and the trades and different stuff like that. Even America gets its flag from Britain, man. The so-called American flag. All right. And you have to go into understanding that and researching that. So it says, your mother, which is Britain, shall be so confounded of you. That's what it says. So confounded. All right. Because ultimately, too, you know, like we always say, this whore is gonna get missile shot on it by his own mother, man. Britain gonna turn against this bitch, man. Okay, NATO and whatever other allies it has, man. All right, go ahead, Doc.
This is verse 13. It says, because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon should be astonished and hiss at all her plagues.
Right, and that's gonna happen in the future. When the kingdom of heaven is established, ooh, girl, look at that place. It's gonna be still burning, all right, smokes. And it's gonna ultimately be a desert. America gonna become one of the biggest, largest deserts there is. It's like right now, you might look up what is the largest desert on earth. Well, America is going to surpass whatever place it says it is. All right. And it goes into Isaiah. When you go into Isaiah, the 13th chapter, it also goes into telling you how the only thing that's going to be over here, all right, because man, it's going to be no man, woman, child dwelling over here, but doleful creatures, all right, Komodo dragons, owls, and shit like that's going to hell. They're going to live in all these toppled buildings and shit. You know, these different refineries and different things they got like that. They're gonna live in that, man. But man in itself is not gonna dwell here. It's gonna just be a big ass desert. It's gonna look like the closest thing I can say is what you see on I Am Legend. All right, but worse. Go ahead.
This is verse 14. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend a bow, shoot at her. Spare.
So what the Lord is saying right there, all you nations that has nuclear capabilities, man, don't spare none of those missiles. Empty your whole arsenal out, man. Put yourself around about against America. Go ahead.
It says, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord.
If she has sinned against the Lord, man, and the Lord has a controversy with this whore, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 15 says, shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her as she has done. Do unto her.
Yeah, that's plain, man. And that's what's gonna happen ultimately when those missiles be shot, like the brother put on the comment board right here. The Lord gonna empty the clip. All right, and the Lord gonna stand over this bitch, man. Like you know how niggas in the street, you give him 2 to the body, 1 in the head, and then you just dump the clip in his face, man. That's how the Lord gonna do this whore. And straight get rid of it. It's never gonna be America, anything like America again. All right, it's never gonna be, all right, a nation as the nation of Edom ruling the goddamn planet Earth, man. Okay. You're gonna take this devil down, and you're gonna take him down hard, man. That's why the scripture said the kingdom of heaven is gonna come with violence. All right?
I got that.
Yeah. We're in it, well, I guess we're in it on that, man. You know? Go ahead.
Hold on.
Anything else? Anybody got y'all something I can watch?
I got it.
Yeah, go ahead.
This Revelation 18 and 20, the verse is in 21. It says, rejoice over thou heaven and ye holy apostles and prophets, for our power had avenged you on her. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it in the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all.
Yeah. Read it one more time. That the point. Read it one more time. About the shot.
It says, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all.
And what's that? That's the missiles, all right, being thrust into America upon you people, man. And you people, it's gonna go down with violence, heavy violence, man. So much like the scriptures goes into. We read in the past that the earth is gonna shake to and fro, all right. And like I say, we give, we tell you straight, America is gonna actually get off missiles too and destroy different continents, cities, and countrysides. But there's no place that's gonna be destroyed like America though, man. America is gonna be destroyed from the coast of California to New York, from goddamn Mexico all the way up to the Canadas, man. It's gonna be like the scripture goes into in Revelations. It's gonna be a big lake of fire. When you look from what's going on, when you look from the height of the elect being in the church looking down on America, it's gonna look like a lake. It's gonna look like a lake of fire, man.
Smoke.
Yeah, just imagine the silhouette of America, how it looks on the map, and just imagine it being on fire, man. And you seeing like what I say, fire mixed with glass.
Mingle with glass.
Yeah, it's gonna look like that because what? America sits on waters. So them water, all that glistening of the water and the fire mingled together is gonna look like a place, a fire mixed with glass. We understand the scriptures now, man. Because what the scriptures say, we once knew this, so we understand what the depictions of things that the different prophets was trying to relate and get out. We understand it now, man. That's why it all makes sense. It's like a puzzle. Sometimes you get a box of puzzle pieces, everything is mixed together. Then over time, what starts to happen? You start filling out different shapes, you start attaching things together the same way these scriptures are. Now they're attached to what it is, making a full-blown picture now, man. We see the big picture of things, man. We see the big picture for the 18 nations, who's going to be ruling, who's going to be slaves, what nation is going to be destroyed, so on and so forth, okay? Anybody got anything to say before we get out of here?
Let me end it with this. This Joel 2:3. It says 2. A day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong, there had not been ever the like, neither shall any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth.
Yeah, it says fire devoured before them, which goes into the warheads, the nuclear warheads that's inside of the point of the rocket, man. One rocket can have millions of warheads inside of the one rocket, man. But it said a fire devoured before them. Go ahead.
And behind them a flame burneth.
Which we always go into showing you that it's the rocket booster, man. Which propels it from one continent to another. That's why it's called
intercontinental.
Just in that alone, intercontinental ballistic missiles, showing you it can go from one continent to another. All right, and that rocket booster, that's what propels it from one continent from another. See, now we understand what the scriptures is saying. Go ahead.
The land, as you were saying, this we could end it with this. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
Yeah, plush grasslands, plush parks, and all type of grassy areas. It looked pretty. It looked like the garden, because the Garden of Eden. All right, you understand the Garden of Eden was a pretty place, man. It's like a paradise. So it's comparing the before and after of things. Before the missiles hit, it's beaches, it's houses, it's roadways, malls. All right, stadiums and cities, and it looks pretty good. But the after is gonna look like what?
Like it says after Salami. and behind them a desolate wilderness.
A desolate wilderness, man. And just like I say, if you want to look up desolate wilderness, look, just put in Google images, desolate wilderness, man. It's not pretty. You know?
Gonna be that line of confusion.
This shit, abandoned car. It look a desolate wilderness. What you see, look, it's like the closest thing I can think about now is like Maui. We look at Maui.
Yeah, that was on my mind. Maui.
Look at Maui, how they got lasered out, and all the cars and buildings are just desolate. That's how it's gonna look, man.
And it's gonna be that line of confusion. You know that the elder always bring out. You ain't gonna be able to tell where Texas at, where Hawaii with all that, all these different places was at, man. You ain't gonna know where Arkansas was at. It's gonna be thrown on top of each other, man. The Lord gonna break this bitch up. You got it out.
Yeah, Lord, when the missiles hit, the Lord gonna leave no stone unturned. Everything
Yeah.
they touch, man. These different big ass rivers, like down here, we got the longest bridge in the world called Lake Pontchartrain, and the Pontchartrain in the river. It's gonna just be dissolved, man. All the water's just gonna be gone from the heat. That's how. Hey, man, you can't get around 1,000,000 degrees Fahrenheit, man. All right, and it's gonna really be more than that because you're gonna have 20 million missiles hitting at one time. It's gonna be a lot of degrees. That's why I say it's gonna melt elements, man. The Lord gonna I'm talking about overkill this whore. Get fully rid of it, man. Like the brother went into earlier, dump the whole clip. Because the Lord tell you he got a magazine, man. You know, the Lord got a drum mag. All right.
And the Lord, to prove what the brother saying, the Lord saying Isaiah that the earth gonna be utterly moved. It's gonna be moved, like it's gonna be moved out of his axis. So this place gonna shake and move, man. You know?
That's right.
Damn. God damn.
Hey, so with that, man, we want to give all praises, glory, infinite honors to Yahweh. Once again, double honors to the elders apostles of GMS. Peace and blessing and salutations to the hopeful elect and to the sincere. Until next time, man. Shalom and the Baba Ba.
Shabbat shalom.
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 I found it too.